what you do to people that take pictures in public in Coeur d'Alene.
Listen, the business wants you trespass.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
This is public property.
If you
do you
had
understand
a
that this is public? If I had a business, it would be private property. This is public property. You're making a mistake. You can smile and smirk all you want.
No, so listen. So let's say if you had a business, right?
It would be a private business, correct?
Open to the public, right?
No, it would be open to whoever I allow into my private business.
Okay, so what
That's not the way it works. Private property and public property is a different story. Completely different story. Completely different set of rules. The only way you could trespass me, the only way you could trespass me off of public property is if I've committed a crime. You cannot trespass someone from public property when they have committed no crime. That's the way that works. You're going to learn the law today. You're making a mistake. And I tried to be civil with her, and I tried to have a conversation. She's just running her little ego trip, and that's what she wants to do because she feels like she's got a gun and a badge and she can order people around. This is not the way the world works. This is not the way the Constitution of the United States works. You people swore an oath to the Constitution, and you swore an oath to protect my rights. And now you've just violated my First Amendment right and my Fourth Amendment right.
So let's say somebody goes in there and they're being super belligerent. I'm not saying that's what you did.
I don't know. Let's talk about reality, not subjective possibilities.
Well, I'm going to run the scenario by you. Tell me what you think.
No, why don't you run the proper scenario by me, which is what happened. Why don't you run the scenario that I'm standing 20, 30 feet away from the door, not talking to anybody, minding my own business, taking video on public property, and you're going to trespass me for that. You fucked up. I'm sorry. That's a mistake, and you're going to learn that today. And it's going to cost you. You're going to lose your qualified immunity because you're aware that you're violating my constitutional rights. That's the way this game works. Yes.
I'm trying to explain to you what I'm trying to give you a scenario.
You're giving me a scenario that doesn't exist.
And then let's talk about your scenario.
All right, I'll hear you out. Go ahead.
Okay.
What's your scenario?
So somebody goes
Now that
in
you've
there.
just violated my rights, what's your scenario?
Somebody goes in there being super belligerent. The manager says, I want you to trespass.
Yes, they're being super belligerent. They violated the law. They've caused a public disturbance.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so they could.
If I stand outside, minding my own business, not talking to anybody, taking pictures.
So in your scenario, you were on the sidewalk.
That's correct.
Taking video.
On public property.
Taking video of people coming.
On public property. Constitutionally protected activity. State property is public property. That's correct.
And you're taking video of people coming in and out.
Absolutely.
And some guy comes out and says, what are you doing? And I'm just videotaping.
Well, somebody asked me what I was doing, and I said, I'm in the middle of what I'm doing. I would rather not have a discussion. Thank you.
Okay.
That's exactly what I said.
And then he said he wants you off
the sidewalk. And then he
got
his far left. No, this guy, no. You're talking about 6 different things. You're making a mistake, and I would remedy it as quickly as possible if I was you.
All right.
Seriously, and I'm not trying to give you a hard time there, Ziegler. What I'm trying to explain to you is that you cannot trespass somebody from public property, which this is, unless they have committed a crime. That's the law, whether you want to accept that or not. And I asked this officer to check with the supervisor and verify what she was doing before she did it. She threatened me with arrest if I didn't give her my driver's license and identify myself. There is no lawful basis for that since I did not commit a crime and I did nothing wrong. So you have now violated 2 of my constitutional rights. And that's a major lawsuit.
If the manager wants you trespassed,
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
What if he wanted me trespassed because I have a mustard-colored shirt on? Is that you're going to trespass me for that? He doesn't like me taking pictures on public property, so you're going to trespass me for that. Makes no sense. And it's starting to sink into your brain. I can see it. You know I'm right. Well, and we should have had this conversation a little more calmly and more civilly when you first got here. Because I would have been happy to talk it out with you. But now what you've done is
interested to hear what you said.
You violated my rights. You people, under color of law, have just violated my rights. You did. You're going to learn that. Well, I know you don't believe that. Otherwise, you wouldn't be making a stupid mistake.
So normally, we just don't. I know you think we do. We run around violating everyone's rights.
No, I don't think. I know.
That's what
How do you know I'm not an attorney? With many, many years of experience of doing what I'm doing. How do you know that?
I don't.
Right. You don't know anything. Yeah. So why don't you ask the questions when you walk up instead of being a tough guy? Because you have a gun and a badge on and threatening people with arrest and being obnoxious.
She had a reason to ID you, and that's what she was doing.
She had no lawful reason to ID you.
Well, I'm going to back her play with very limited information, right?
You can back up her play whatever you want.
They want you trespassed.
She made a mistake.
Okay. So are you going to sue the liquor store too?
I'm going to sue. Yeah, I'm not going to sue anybody. My attorney's on.
Oh wow, this guy's U.S. Marshal acting like that.
U.S. Marshal, fugitive passport, really? Wow. So what are we doing now there, officer? Hey, are you releasing me from detainment or what are you doing? Clown, hey clown, asshole.